May the peace of Christ be with you all. Hello. I hope wherever you find yourselves today that you are safe and just enjoying the beautiful weather that we're having in this really unseasonably warm November that we're having. As you know, we are going to be having a congregational meeting on this Sunday. And there'll be lots of information coming out that will explain exactly how you can participate, especially during this time whenever we're trying to get all caught up on this new technology, on Zoom and things like that. But it'll work out. We have all the instructions laid out for you. But today, David Hill, your chair of council, and myself, we wanted to just share some information in sort of in a different way. Instead of reading, why not watch a video? So before I invite David, I just want to invite you in the days and weeks ahead, because we are in strange times, to take the opportunity to pause, relax, breathe, and to pray. And if we do those things, if we keep Christ at the center of our decisions and of our lives, all will be well. So thank you for this opportunity, and I'll now pass it over to David.
So if you're opening this link from the email message that you've received, you know the purpose of this message. We do have an upcoming congregational meeting this Sunday on the 15th of November at 11:30. The question that I'm hoping to answer for you this morning is, why are we going to do this? It's important to understand the reason that council has decided that it's in the best interest of the congregation to come together to have this discussion. And that's what I want to give you over the next few minutes in order to frame your thoughts as you go through the rest of the emails and the messages that indicate the technical specs on how you're going to go through the process of joining this meeting. There are a lot of complicated things in here, and I realize that just getting into Zoom, if you've never done it before, is one of those things. And I wish that we could make it easier than it is, but it's the best that we have. And for those that are a little bit nervous about using that platform, what I would say is, it's not as bad as you might think it is. We've laid out some instructions for you on how to get in. We've laid out the links so that you just have to click. And if you're not comfortable with that, it's okay. You can just pick up the phone and you can call the number to get in as well. We've got a rehearsal that's set up for you to help out if you've never used it before. And we're here to help. So if there's anything that you need, please contact myself if you need to, or one of the council members, or somebody that's a friend of yours that's comfortable with the platform, and we'll help to make sure that your voice is heard and that your vote is counted. So as to the question, why are we coming together? It was brought to council's attention at the end of September that there was an opportunity to purchase an organ. This is a significant upgrade from the current organ that we presently have. However, because of the price of the organ, there were some funds that were going to be required to come from the Memorial Fund, and for an expenditure of above $1,000, there's a requirement to go to the congregation to seek their approval to spend those funds. This is an expensive organ, and there has been a number of private donations that have come in to provide additional support to this. So the overall cost that would come to the Memorial Fund would be no more than about $17,000. Derek Utley will give a full proposal on this that you can read, and he'll also give the opportunity to speak to this proposal as well on Sunday. So we're going to discuss technically a question about whether or not the congregation wishes to spend those memorial funds on an organ. But I want you to keep in mind that from a bigger picture perspective, what you're really going to be thinking about while we're going through this meeting, and as we're going through the winter, is what is the vision that I see for Barrhaven United Church, and where are we going forward? this is an important discussion to have, and we can't discuss the organ in isolation to that, because the money that we're going to be spending on this is money that's going to be committed. If we make the decision to purchase this organ, then we're spending our money on this organ. The ministries across the church are going to speak to you on Sunday about how this advantages, how this benefits, or perhaps not, their specific ministries and the impacts within the church, so that a fair and balanced approach can be taken. Because certainly there are good arguments as to why we should or should not go forward with this purchase. But ultimately, this is a decision that as a congregation we'll need to come to because of the expense and because of the importance of making sure that we properly go forward with this purchase in a way that's transparent, open, and appropriate. So that's the reason why we're going to get together on Sunday. Below, when you scroll through this email, you'll see the agenda that we have, which will give all of the congregants the opportunity to speak, both during the open forum, and there's also the opportunity to use our technology to ask questions in the chat, so we can entertain those as well. And then once we've culminated the discussion, we'll have the opportunity to take a vote, at which point, whichever way that vote goes is the way that we will progress. And either that means we will be getting a nice organ for the sanctuary, or we will be using that money for other options down the road. And both of those outcomes are okay. I think the key thing to take away is we're a family, and regardless of the decision that we take on Sunday, we're still going to move forward as a family, and we are going to move into an era where we can think over the winter about how we come out of this COVID scenario and what we want our vision to look like. And I think we can be energized to the possibilities that come before us. So thank you very much for your time, and I hope that answers the question as to why it's important for you to take the hour and a half or 2 hours out of your day on Sunday to join us for this important congregational meeting. Thank you.